So I saw this pretty insane pixel transition and I thought, I know my people will love this shit. Your humble servant, back again with
another one.
This whole channel might just be a love letter to Lado. But anyways, obviously this is an After Effects tutorial. It's pretty easy, so let me walk you through it. We have our 2 clips on the timeline. Place the playhead where you want the transition to happen. We're gonna want to keep track of that. Go over here, select both clips, right click and hit the pre-compose. Make sure these 2 gentlemen over here are selected and okay. On our new pre-compose layer, let's create a marker. I'm going to be clicking the asterisk button in the numpad. If you don't have it, that's cool. This guy over here will get the job done. Next up, we right click and we're going to create a new adjustment layer. This is where our effects is going to go. We're going to add the card dance effects. Hey, to my advanced crowd, I know I do this a lot, but we have beginners watching, so be nice. This box that came out of nowhere is called the FX console. It is completely free. I'll leave a link in the description so you can get it yourself. And while you're down there, you could also check out my store, my presets or whatever, I don't know. Next, we're gonna add the card dance effect. In our effect controls, we're changing our gradient layer 1 to our pre-comp. Then we go over here, right click and create a new camera. Anytime I use the camera, I always go for the 35mm. I just like the look of it. Enable depth of field and okay. Now click on our adjustment layer and we can go back to effect controls and change the camera system to our composition camera. This camera we just made. Now head over to our Z position, or Z for our American friends. You know we don't discriminate. Our source will be intensity 1. We're almost getting there. Change your rows to 300 and columns to 300 as well. Now for our animation segment. In our Z position, make sure the playhead is still centered. We're gonna increase the multiplier, no particular number in mind, maybe like a 14ish. Cool beans. Then we create a new keyframe. Click here on the adjustment layer so we can see our keyframes. For offset, create a keyframe and let's do 1.5. Move the playhead a couple of frames back. Depends on how long you want the effect to last really. What is happening to my voice? I'll go with 5 frames and change the multiplier to 0 and the offset to 0. Yeah, click U again so you can see that. So you can see the offset keyframes. Now from the middle keyframe, we are going 5 frames the other way. 0 for both of them. Select all your keyframes and use F9 for easy ease for that smooth animation. Okay, 5 frames is a little too fast. Let's make it 10 frames. Now this is a great look, and if you're fine with it, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. But if you really wanna sell it, open up the Y or the X position, dealer's choice. But for this example, I'm going with Y. Take the playhead back to the middle and the multiplier, we will be making this baby 1.5. Create a new keyframe and back to 0 on the first end, same on the other end. Then click Q, then we can easy ease these dudes. Oh, and change the source to intensity 1, like how could I fucking forget? This makes the movement of the particles more dynamic. It kind of goes from up to down because it's the Y position. If it was the X position, it will give it a left to right kind of movement. It's subtle, but it works. If you're going to do this effect multiple times in your project, I think you should switch it up between the X and the Y so it looks a little different each time. We will now be adding the warp effect. Now let's change the style to fisheye and the bend to -50 because it just makes sense in how the particles are moving. Start a keyframe on the bend in the middle. Hopefully by now you'll be noticing a pattern. Then we're going to the ends and 0 on each side. Now we can easy ease. It just makes sense. Last but not least, y'all know how much I love my deep glow. And if you don't have deep glow,
come on, man,
try sapphire glow or uni glow if you got it. You can use the native After Effects glow, but it is not the sexiest of glows, I'll tell you that. For the deep glow, radius is gonna be 200. I don't know why I said it like that. Start a keyframe on exposure in the middle. Change the exposure to 0.8. Bam. You should know what comes next by now. 0 on both sides. Why doesn't it just do it the first time? And the ease. Now I'm going to drop my resolution so my laptop fans can chill the fuck out. And y'all see how crazy that is? I don't even have to say nothing. I'm letting my nut hang on this one. Subscribe. Check out moonmanstore.com. Yeah. I kiss you on your forehead, nigga.